Hello, welcome to the Weirdough. I'm Logan Misha and I'm a sommelier student here in DC, and I will be doing all things wine related. So if I'm hosting a party within my home, I'll show you that. If I'm going out to vineyards, I'll show you that. If I go to any food events, I'll also show you that, or any just restaurants around the DC area. Give you detailed review, give you price points, my personal opinions on it. And this weekend we went to two different vineyards. One was a more boutique, high prestige kind of vineyard. That was Rendezvous. They do have Michelin star chefs who work there and master sommeliers who are staffed there. Hello, welcome to the Weirdough. It's Sunday. We're going to the vineyards. We're currently at RDV. I'll show you all the stuff as we're going through the vineyard. Rendezvous does a very intensive kind of tasting and tour situation, which I personally enjoy because I do like learning about how wine is made as I'm tasting it. They did a full tour of the grounds, which is absolutely gorgeous. We got to see the barrel room, we got to see the tank room, and they told us how they do everything, and they do everything on site from the harvest until it's bottled. So they don't buy grapes. All the grapes that they use are grapes that they grow on their property. Their property is only 16 acres and they plan to keep it that way. They like the ground that they have, they like the soil that they have. They're mostly granite soil, and if you know anything about wine in Virginia, our main problem is the fact that we get too much rainfall, which can sometimes dilute wine and make it not taste like anything because the grapes can swell. With granite, all the water drains off, you get a nice product in the bottle. They are only Bordeaux style blends. So they have a left bank style and a right bank style blend that they produce every year in a specialty bottle called Friends and Family that is only for their members and their volunteers. Our tasting was 75, I believe, and we got a charcuterie board with our tasting as well as a sample of their bubbles. Usually there will be bubbles at the beginning of your tasting just to clear your palate. They use Dom Perignon 2009 right now as their palate cleanser, which is a nice classic touch. Something to use something a little bit more well known, considering that they do not do champagne there as a part of their actual growth in their gardens. Love this place. They do a lot of partnerships with Michelin stars, so if the next time they do a dinner event, I will go and I will show you how that works. It is a very boutique style, so when I say it's a very small vineyard, it is a very small vineyard. It is one, you'll see the organic garden that they have for like when they do food events down below, but it is a very small barn that they do everything in. So you'll see their bottling machine, which they have one, and they just kind of use that one for all of their bottling because it is a small vineyard. I did love it. They do make all the things on the charcuterie board. It was absolutely delightful. The garlic sausage was my favorite. And if you want something a little bit, I think that vineyard is mostly for people who are learning about wine, who are passionate about food, or willing to spend the money, because their bottle prices are from 75 to 90. So that's $100 day. It's $100 day if you're going, or 100 plus depending on how much money you're wanting to spend on buying bottles. Information on RDV. Like I said, it is a higher end, more prestigious vineyard. They only do Bordeaux style blends, so they have a right bank style and a left bank style that they do every year, and then they also have a Friends and Family bottle that you can only get if you're a member there or what they called it, like a volunteer there. Their membership is steep. It's a $500 a year membership, but you pay that all at once. I think it's $500 a season. I am wrong. It's $500 a season. So every few months you'll pay $500. They'll give you cases of their wine. And then they're a volunteer there, you're paying $1,500 every season for their wine. We also went to Stone Tower, which is a very more tourism-based vineyard. They do have it feels more like a Napa style kind of vineyard where it's just a huge grounds. They do weddings almost every single weekend. It is meant for like 1 million people to be there. They're constantly completely full, so if you want to go somewhere that's a little bit more secluded, I would highly recommend something like RDV or going to Stone Tower during the weekdays where it's less crowded. The Stone Tower visit was amazing. It's a little bit different than usual because we are in a very special situation right now. When I generally go there, because I've gone there multiple times, you would go along the bar, you'd stand there, it's $20 for a tasting, and then you figure out what you want for food. If you want food or if you want a glass of wine, you can buy a glass of wine. And like normal vineyard things. Today we did do a seated guided tasting because they are trying to separate everyone out. Hello. We just arrived at Stone Tower. We're doing like a little tasting here as well with the same like charcuterie board setup as we did at RDV. Mask is on because I am not seated at the table I'm going to be seated at. And then we both got a bottle. I got 2016 Rendezvous, which is right bank style. It is delicious. Love it. It's gonna be great for aging. It's a beautiful day outside, so maybe after the tasting, because we're probably gonna need it, we're gonna do a little walk around the property. And I'll show you some like landscaping from that as well. I think I just became a member here because the views are absolutely gorgeous. I actually appreciate that a little bit more. We got a charcuterie board. It's not included. We just bought one. It was $25, and then our guided tasting was $35. Like I said, they're a tourism-based vineyard, so it's huge. There's a million people there. I tend to want to go during the week. This is the first time I've actually gone on like a Sunday. I didn't realize how busy it was on the weekend because I don't do that. I like to sit and talk to their sommeliers and staff. I like to learn about how they make things. I like to learn about like their process, and you don't really get that kind of experience at a vineyard like this unless you're going during the weekday. But once again, it is affordable. So their bottles are from $35 to $50, and their tasting is $20 when we're not in the pandemic and $35 when you are. If you made it to this part of the video, thank you so much for your support. If you liked my video, please like it. If you really liked my video, please share it. And if you want to see me again, go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell. I do post every Thursday at 5 about food, wine, and different travel events or whatever is going on in the DC area and up and down the East Coast. Next week's video will be kind of two things. It'll be about restaurant week that happens in the summertime and in the wintertime. It's going to be happening from August 17th to August 30th, so it'll be 2 weeks instead of its traditional 1 week because of the pandemic. They are offering to-go options and patio options just to make sure everyone is safe. And then also I am going to give you a little bit of information about a restaurant that is opening up, or that opened up a couple days ago. And depending on how much content I have on that, I might make it a different video or post it mostly on my Instagram and on my Facebook page. I'll let you know. Thank you so much for sticking around. I'll see you next Thursday at 5. Stay safe out there. Okay. This is actually really pretty. Why? That's getting added into the video.